What's good, y'all? Pat's here at another video. Hey, bruh, you dropped yesterday. I finished it, season 4, part 2. Obviously, we had the season 4, part 1 reaction up, and obviously, that part has led into this part. So, I'm just gonna get into this review real quick, bro. Just a little review. You know, I don't have much to say. Like, my reviews are never really that long, complicated whatsoever. I don't get into detail like that. I really watch these shows for entertainment. I don't really have critiques about it, but I do like to talk about it. So, you know, this final part to season 4 it was crazy. It was definitely crazy. I like what you does, man. It really doesn't miss. Like, it has your attention the whole time. A lot of plot twists, a lot of stuff you wouldn't expect. This man Joe, honestly, kind of trying to change for the better this time for the first time in the whole series. Obviously, this one took place in London or whatever they are, and you know, this guy was trying to blackmail him and all that stuff, and Joe pretty much killed everyone again. He pretty much killed everyone again, but this time it was like when he really didn't mean to. Like, this time he really didn't mean to. Obviously, it was the ring guy who was like the first guy in the part 1 who was like the murderer or whatever, and because he was running for whatever it was, not government or mayor, I don't even know what it was, but yeah, so Joe ended up killing him after his Bryn's op was pretty much Joe's new girl, Kate, who was actually like a good person, and they had like, Joe actually doesn't want to kill her, you know. That's her dad, and her dad had kind of made perfect sense. He was a good character, you know. Obviously, they were ops and wanted them both. Rin wanted him to kill him, and then wanted the dad to kill Rin, and then he ended up going through it with the dad and killing Rin. Joe did, and the dad kind of like owned Kate, the girl. Like, everything that Kate has ever done was kind of because of her dad and all that stuff. Like, because her dad has a lot of money, and so when Joe killed Rin, right, I guess like his ghost or whatever kept like following him, and it was in Joe's head, whatever. It wasn't like her actual ghost, but like, you know, in Joe's head, it was like the person who kept following him, was like with him, and all this shit. And then obviously with the girl that was in the cage, and like Joe's student, that came along the lines too. Obviously Joe didn't know what to do, so he didn't want her to die. Obviously the girl had a kid that was trapped in the cage again. The girl from last season, from season 3, and unfortunately, Joe wasn't able to save her, although the high school, the student that found out about it, was able to, had a plan, so she ended up surviving. And then, that's basically what happened. And then Joe also ended up killing Kate's dad, the one that wanted Rin dead in the first place, because he wasn't a good dad to Kate. And they both had to die, so it was great. So both the people had to end up dying anyway, and Joe ended up doing it both of them. And then Joe killed himself after that. Joe killed himself. He jumped into the water, he killed himself, and then they ended up finding him, and he didn't die. And it looks like him and Kate are gonna actually be happy in the end and go on with their stuff. Obviously, the student in the end, that's why there might be season 5, something with this student, because the student was in the house getting proof on him because he knows that Joe did this and that, and then Joe killed the other guy, bro. Like, it's crazy. It's literally insane. So it was entertaining. It was cool, bro. Fun watch. But yeah, not much I gotta say about it. Just had to say that. Cool. Like I said, you doesn't really miss. It's entertaining. It's pretty crazy. Season 5 is most likely gonna be a couple years, but it definitely made sense. I think there's gonna be another season for sure. I definitely think there will be another season. So it was a pretty crazy season again. I just think, like, I just give props for you for the consistency of 4 seasons of making it as entertaining as each season was. You know, like it's very good. So I appreciate the support. Like, subscribe. Let me know your thoughts on it. I'm gonna catch you on the next.